Hey everyone, welcome back to Episode Whisper, your go-to spot for all the latest soap opera drama. Next week's Coronation Street, from July 22 to 26, is packed with jaw-dropping moments you won't want to miss. Paul's condition takes a heartbreaking turn. Nick grows suspicious of Rowan's spying, and Dylan's safety is in jeopardy with Mason's release. Stay tuned as we dive into 11 huge spoilers coming up next week on Coronation Street. But before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's get into it. Paul has news for his family. With Paul's motor neurone disease getting worse, Billy steps up to bring Paul's feuding family together at number 5 for an important meeting. The atmosphere is tense as Paul plays them a pre-recorded message, breaking the news that he's dying and doesn't have the strength to keep fighting. This revelation hits them hard, and the room is filled with a mix of shock, sadness, and disbelief as they process the gravity of the situation. Paul shares his deepest wish, saying he needs Bernie by his side more than ever in his final days. This plea puts Kit in a tough spot, making him rethink his stance against Bernie. The family is left to confront their issues and consider what's truly important in the time Paul has left, setting the stage for some emotional and possibly healing moments ahead. 2. Paul receives bad news. Paul's new occupational therapist pays him a visit and tells him that it's now too dangerous for him to use the stairlift, so he will no longer be able to leave the flat. Paul and Billy are devastated by the news, but Billy promises to take Paul out one final time, so that he can do whatever he wants. 3. Billy takes Paul on his last day of freedom. Paul awakes to discover that his speech has drastically deteriorated overnight and realizes that his condition is worsening more quickly than he thought. Despite this, Paul determines to enjoy his last day outside the flat. Billy and Paul spend their day doing the things that Paul loves, while he still can. As the day ends, emotions run high for Billy and Paul. 4. Summer suspects Kit is up to no good with their eviction from number 5 looming. Gemma and Chesney have been struggling to find somewhere else to live. When Gemma learns that the landlord is sending someone over to view the house later, she fears the worst. Later, Summer is stunned when she spots an estate agent letting Kit into number 5. Leanne confronts Rowan. After Toya uncovers that Rowan isn't who he says he is, she wastes no time sharing this bombshell with Leanne. Determined to get to the bottom of it, Leanne confronts Rowan with all the dirt Toya has dug up. Rowan, however, is a master manipulator and somehow manages to twist the situation to his advantage, leaving Leanne second-guessing everything. Despite the evidence, Rowan spins a convincing tale, pulling the wool over Leanne's eyes. He plays the victim perfectly, making Leanne believe that Toya has simply misunderstood or misinterpreted the situation. Leanne, wanting to believe the best, falls for Rowan's lies, completely taken in by his charm and deceit. Later on, Toya is absolutely floored when she finds out that Leanne has bought into Rowan's latest pack of lies. She's frustrated and disheartened, knowing that Rowan has skillfully dodged the truth yet again. This leaves Toya grappling with how to protect her sister from Rowan's web of deception, while also figuring out her next move to expose him. 6. Toya turns to Nick for support. Frustrated by Leanne's naivety, Toya heads to her latest hospital appointment alone. She's touched when Nick shows up offering support, and they meet with Toya's consultant together. As Toya processes the latest news from her consultation, she's asked to attend another hospital appointment later in the week. Nick refuses to let her go through it alone, and again turns up at the hospital. The pair hug, but Nick is furious to see a man taking a photo of them. Suspecting that Rowan is spying on them, Nick decides to confront him. 7. Mason is attacked. Dylan is overwhelmed with anxiety after finding out that Mason has been released from prison. Mason's recent incarceration was due to threatening Liam with a zombie knife, a terrifying incident that left a lasting impact on everyone involved. The news of Mason's release brings all those fears rushing back, leaving Dylan on edge and worried about what Mason might do next. Meanwhile, Stu gets the shock of his life when he discovers Mason at the precinct, looking bloody and battered. The sight of Mason in such a state raises countless questions and concerns, making Stu wonder what trouble Mason has already gotten himself into since his release. The situation adds a new layer of tension and uncertainty, as everyone tries to piece together what happened and what it means for the community. 8. Dylan comes face to face with Mason. It's not long before Dylan has to face his worst fears head-on when he comes face to face with an enraged Mason. The tension is palpable, as Mason's anger is evident, making Dylan's heart race. The history between them, especially with Dylan's crucial testimony that played a big part in Mason's conviction, only adds fuel to the fire. Dylan is acutely aware of the danger he's in. His testimony was a key factor in Mason's downfall at the trial, and now, Mason's release brings the threat of revenge to the forefront. The encounter leaves Dylan questioning his safety and wondering how far Mason might go to settle the score. The fear of retaliation looms large, casting a dark shadow over Dylan's everyday life. As the situation unfolds, the pressure mounts on Dylan to stay vigilant and protect himself from Mason's potential wrath. The fear of what Mason might do next keeps everyone on edge, knowing that any misstep could escalate the situation further. Dylan's courage and resolve are put to the ultimate test, as he navigates this dangerous and uncertain chapter in his life. 9. Ronnie makes a discovery about Joel, and Ronnie decides to lend a hand to Joel by helping him move a chest of drawers from his old flat to Dee Dee's place. They have no idea that Lauren has been secretly living in Joel's old flat. As they gear up to assist, Joel, realizing the potential for awkwardness, quickly comes up with a plan to get Lauren out of the flat. He suggests she go shopping for baby items and even hands her some money to ensure she's out of the way while the move happens. While Joel's plan seems to work at first, things take an unexpected turn. As Michael helps Joel with the chest of drawers, Ronnie starts poking around and is taken aback to find the fridge packed with ready meals. This strikes Ronnie as odd, considering Joel had implied he was living alone. The stocked fridge hints at someone else staying there, raising Ronnie's suspicions. Joel, meanwhile, is trying to stay cool under pressure, but the discovery of the ready meals puts him on edge. He hadn't planned on anyone looking too closely, and now he has to think fast to keep his secret safe. Will he come up with a convincing explanation, or will Ronnie's curiosity uncover the truth about Lauren's stay? This unexpected twist leaves everyone on their toes, especially Joel, who now has to deal with the possibility that his secret might be exposed. The situation is tense, and how Joel reacts will determine whether he can maintain the facade or if everything will come crashing down around him. 10. Lauren reaches out to Max. Joel is having a tough time keeping his relationship with Lauren under wraps. To solve the problem, he promises her enough money to start fresh and plans to send her to Ireland within a week. Joel hopes this will not only help Lauren, but also keep his own secrets safe. He's desperate to keep everything under control and thinks this plan will buy him some peace of mind. Despite Joel's assurances, Lauren is fed up with being cooped up in the flat. She's restless and craving some normalcy. In a bid to break the monotony, she reaches out to Max, hoping to bring some excitement and familiarity back into her life. This move threatens to unravel Joel's carefully laid plans, adding another layer of tension to an already complicated situation. 11. Abby tries to put the past behind her. Abby returns from Essex, determined to forget all about her recent deep-fake drama with Stefan. However, despite Abby's intentions to put it behind her, Jack is on the receiving end of bullying about Abby's videos. Debbie spots the encounter and comes to the youngster's rescue, explaining that the video is a fake. Debbie instructs Jack to keep the incident a secret from Kevin and Abby. Later, Debbie is shocked when Stefan arrives at the hotel. And there you have it. 11 huge spoilers for next week's Coronation Street, from July 22 to 26. There's a whirlwind of drama on the horizon, from Paul's heartbreaking news and Rowan's deceit, to Dylan's fears and the secrets Joel is struggling to keep under wraps. Make sure you stay tuned to Episode Whisper for all the latest updates and in-depth analysis of these storylines. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're always in the loop with the juiciest soap opera drama. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on these spoilers and what you're most excited about. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.